live stream. And hi, how's it going? It's been too long since we've done a live stream, but I hope you guys understand it has been the holiday season and so busy. So busy. And then, of course, having different doctor's visits and procedures and all those kinds of things, treatments, whatever. Anyway, but here we are now. And I thought, you know what? We need to get caught up. We need to live stream. We need to chit chat. Just realized I have like papers and stuff there. Don't need that in the video. Anyhow, oh, we're here. And I hope you're well. So what have I been up to? Well, like I said, the holidays, doctor's appointments, holidays, family stuff, holidays. It's been busy. It's been so busy, but lots and lots of projects, lots of activities. Honestly, though, mostly what it's been is like my upcycling and crafting projects. For instance, I don't know if there's one I want to show you. Well, I can show you this, like from just this last dumpster dive. Well, hello, Miss RB Rachel. I combined the two snowmen into one, the headbands that we found dumpster diving. And then I've also been upcycling, working on that tea set that I told you guys about. Hello, Brooklyn from Indiana. So working on that. These were the like pink and green ones, little dollar store set that we found in the bins. And I have been painting them, upcycling them to eventually, kind of sell that stuff on Etsy or Shopify. But mostly, hello, Elizabeth, but mostly to practice what I preach. Hello, Shatika. Hello, Alyssa. And stay on top of the upcycling, processing the stuff that we find, using it, doing stuff with it before dumpster diving again. Hi, Bonnie. And you guys, sorry, I'm doing a teeny bit of painting on a cup. I might show you guys more close up what I'm doing, but I'm a little self-conscious about it. Hi, Pamela. I am feeling all right. My back is killing me because I've been sitting here painting all day. Hi, Angela. But other than that, I'm really, really well. Thank you for asking. So yeah, I've been sitting here painting all day. And so some of it is gifts that I'm finishing, but most of it, like I said, is, the upcycling and doing the dumpster salvage crafting rather than what I've often done in the past, which is just gather the stuff into a box of mixed and chuck it in the attic to deal with eventually. And we committed to not doing that anymore. And so I have been nonstop, like right over here, I've got a basket. So, okay, the white basket that we found, I don't know, a few weeks ago, I believe it was in the dumpsters, a big white basket that was like cracked. I have repaired it, decorated it. I just need to find a lining for it in my dumpster salvage fabrics. Then I have 2 wreaths made with 99% dumpster supplies. Just I've had to use glue that I bought. And let's see, another headband, the unicorn one has been redone. I've figured out things to do with those broken ginormous plastic candy canes. And then of course the little plastic tea set, I've been working on that. This is the one that was pink and green. It's been a lot of that. Bonnie, I'm so glad you sent a card because I do not have your current address. I know you guys have moved and there's been things, and so I don't have it. So thank you for telling me that. I was at the P.O. box the other day and there was a holiday card, but it's in the van and Olivia has the van. So I will have it for our next live stream. So sorry about that. If you do send us a holiday card, the address is in the the address is in the video description. And we do tend to open those on live streams. So if you don't want it opened on live stream, and this is the same with anytime you ever send us anything, then you need to indicate that, please, on the outside of the box, the envelope, the whatever, to say, yes, read this live, or don't, that kind of thing. And we will respect your wishes. And if you don't indicate either way, then I'll make my best judgment based on the content. Anyhow, Elizabeth's making ornaments. I've made a bunch of ornaments too. Oh, I am so tired. Ooh, but I was going to ask you, while I do just a few last little bits so this paint doesn't dry out without me using it, a last few little touch-ups on this little cup that I'm doing. I'll show you more closely in a minute because I trust you guys, and you'll be kind and you'll be generous in your opinions, I hope. Generous in your comments of what I'm doing here. But what have you thought, my darlings, of having so many not live streams, God, so many dumpster dives this last week? How was that for you? Huh? It was awesome for me. I enjoyed it immensely. It felt so good to be able to get out and dumpster dive so much. The only issue is that then it was that many more things, treasures that I found in the bins that then needed to be processed, cleaned, repaired, do something with them, that kind of thing. And so that's been a teeny bit overwhelming while I've been doing gifts and holiday and family. And so this week we have concerts coming up. We have I've got to finish my Christmas cards. They're pretty much ready. I just need to seal them and stamp them, specifically the Patreon ones. If you are a Patreon member, please make sure I have your current mailing address if you want a card. And then like other close friends, family, those kinds of cards, most of them are ready. They, like I said, just need to be sealed and stamped. I've been doing just like a little here, a little there with them because these hands, you guys know, arthritis. You will not believe how much painting I've done today with these hands. It has been amazing. They're so tired. They're like screaming at me, but it also is such an empowering, like it feels so good to have done so much painting today. I have not done painting like this in ages and ages. The only other similar painting I have done was last Christmas when I painted and made over all that furniture for the dollhouse. That was a lots of painting. That was a lot. And I am, hold on, sorry, let me turn off this sound. Sorry about that. I've done some similar, like that little tea set is very similar kind of painting. But the other painting that I'm doing that is really killing my hands, I'll just show you. It's not done, okay? So, and keep in mind, like furniture painting, that's one thing. Like making over little doll furniture, that's one kind of painting. This kind of painting that I'm going to show you, I haven't done in over a decade, like at least a decade. Okay. So please be kind. Please, I beg of you, be kind. It is another upcycling project. I got a bunch of these little espresso cups. I don't know what's backward, Alyssa. You guys can tell me if it's the orientation or something. But from what I'm seeing, it's normal. I don't know. But sorry if it's showing up weird. Anyhow, my sister was letting go of a bunch of these little espresso cups, and I wanted them. I didn't know what I was going to do with them, but I wanted them. And I knew eventually I was going to come up with something. I've had them over a year. Like, I don't even know how long. And they were in one of my cupboards in the kitchen, my little like crafting, whatever, Julie cupboard in the kitchen. And I was decluttering it again and saw them again. And I was like, okay, come up with an idea, get it started, or let them go. I came up with an idea. So I am painting on them and then baking them. And I'm giving one to the same sister whose these were, just upcycled and looking much different. And then one to my brother, because it's what I'm doing and it makes sense to me. I might do some for my other brother as well. He lives farther away, and so I'd have to ship them, and so that probably wouldn't happen till like January, just because it just wouldn't. But anyway, so these cups, here's the one I'm working on for my brother. I've also been working on one for my sister, and I've done a couple of different drafts. Luckily, there are like 6 of these cups, so I've been able to try again. I still am not thrilled with what I've come up with on hers, and I might scrap it entirely and start a new design on hers. We'll see. I don't know. But the one for my brother, I'm sticking with it. But like I said, please, oh my goodness, just as a human, just be human. And I know the majority of people that watch these are close frugal friends, and I know you'll be delightful, but you never know, and I'm delicate right now and feeling very vulnerable. Hi, Hi, Sherry. I'm so glad to have you here. I have not done this kind of painting, like artistic painting, in well over a decade. Hello, Renee. So glad to have you here. Yes, it has been forever since we've done a live stream. Here we are. Anyway, long time since I've done this kind of painting. Really bad arthritis in my hands. Please be kind. Okay, just be kind. It's not done either, okay? And I don't know how well it'll even show up in the light. Maybe I'll move this light so that you can even see it. But yeah, that's it. And again, it's not done, okay? It's not done, but I want to get it with, there you go, there's some light. Hopefully you can even tell what it is. But that is the espresso cup that I'm painting for my brother. And yeah, anyway. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, I have not done anything like this, like I said, in over a decade. And I've never done this kind of painting on a cup before. I've painted on canvas, on wood, on glass, those kinds of things years ago, art classes, whatever. But never on a ceramic cup. I'm not even sure it's actually going to work. Obviously, it wouldn't be something that you can put in the dishwasher. Can't do that. But from what I read, I did a little bit of research. You bake it and also like seal it and stuff. I've still got to figure that out. Like, and I will also remind them, this can't go in the, hi Mimi back there. These cannot go in the dishwasher. Like, I don't know if they're not even gonna be able to use them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they're even gonna be able to use them as cups. I think they're just gonna like kind of sit there, you know? But I will do everything I can to make sure that it's preserved. And if you guys happen to know, have an experience, whatever, in painting on ceramic, like ceramic that's already been glazed, and keeping it on there, if you know anything about it, please do share, because this has been at least 9 hours of painting on this little tiny cup. Okay. Hi, Phyllis. Bonnie, thank you. Pamela, thank you. Rachel, thank you. You guys are so kind. I know I'm not a painter. This is just, it's a thing I wanted to do, to upcycle and to come up with a gift and whatnot for certain siblings. But anyhow, like 9 hours at least on this today. So my hands, ugh. What I need to do is warm up the wax bath, the paraffin wax bath. If you don't have a paraffin wax bath for your hands and feet, and especially if you have arthritis or like, excuse me, and this is not doctor's advice, this is just like my own what I go through. And so what I've learned with my body, but like for arthritis, for chronic pain, your fibromyalgias, all that kind of thing, a paraffin wax bath. Oh no. Like I will be doing that. Hello, Carla from the Philippines. Marie, or no, yes, Marie, thank you so much for being here. And thank you. Oh, I appreciate that so much. So, okay, a dishwasher safe Mod Podge. I will look into that. Anyway, I also am still working on adjusting to this new sleep schedule. If you watch my grown-up channel, which is now called My Current Obsession, then I did journal the other day, and among other things going on, I am attempting a new sleep schedule. We're working on it over the last like 4 or 5 days, where, going to bed early and getting up early. Now, last night was different because we spent the entire day, literally 13 hours at my brother's house with a bunch of the grandkids and, like not my grandkids. I don't have grandkids, but the nieces and nephews, whatever, all the cousins and some of my siblings and my mother. And we crafted all day, gingerbread houses, cookie decorating, a craft table of just assorted supplies for everyone to just go wild, and then movies and popcorn and oh my goodness, singing and bracelet making. And anyway, I didn't get home till after midnight, so that messed up my sleep schedule a smidge, because I've been going to bed by 9 at the latest and then getting up between 5 and 6, and so that threw us off a little bit. And also I'm just thrown totally off. Have you ever attempted a sleep schedule change? Tell us about it and what tips and ideas you have. Phyllis, that is wonderful. There are still good people in the world. I'm glad to hear that. Anyway, okay, so as I was asking earlier, what'd you guys think of all the dumpster diving videos this week? I know that was way more than you guys are used to in even a month, let alone in 1 week. But I was feeling it, and I was feeling good, and the weather was working. I mean, it's freezing cold, crazy cold, but no snow, no ice, whatever. Thank you, Sherry. And so I'm like, we got to get out there. Feeling able to walk and to do this and do that. And so got out there and we found some goodies, a few things here and there, some treasures, things to share, things to use, things to eat, things to drink, things to upcycle, things to craft. And it felt so good. It felt so good. And listen, I can't promise that every week is going to be like that. Okay. But it so happened that this week I was up to it. I felt it. And even more than any of that, the dumpsters. Kitty, I don't know where she is. She's bouncing around in here. The dumpsters chose to provide. We actually, I went at a million different days and times, whatever, not a million, obviously, but did my recon, didn't go my normal days or times. And so luckily by doing that, I was able to, get there when the other divers hadn't been, or to find things they had missed. I don't know, whatever. Phyllis, is that still happening? That postal strike? That sucks, because I have a card for you and Renee. I'm going to go ahead and send it anyway, Phyllis, and it'll get to you. But Renee's been a Patreon member for 100 years, very generous friend of the channel. And so I got to send it. I don't know when it'll get to you, but just know it will have been sent. And I'm sorry that's still going on. That's frustrating. Alyssa, you like that craft store dumpster video? Oh, You remember the days when, oh, when the craft store dumpsters, they were our thing. They were our thing. Oh, those were good times. Yeah, we were really lucky to find that little bit this last dumpster dive. That was amazing. Merry Christmas to you, Nikki. Happy holidays to everyone. So it was amazing. And it was so wonderful to be able to do so many dumpster dives. Obviously, it was really good for the channel, and I appreciate all that. But even more than that, for me, it was wonderful. Because you guys know I'm living in this burning down circus of a body that we're working on. We're doing everything we can for it. Just the other day, Thursday or Friday, you can even see where they got me. They injected through one hole on each side into my arms, at least like 25 to 30 different spots on each side with the ultrasound wet needling. Really helped. Helps a lot, but these are some of the things we're doing to keep this body going. And so I cannot promise that every week will be like that. But this last week, I felt so good. And it was amazing to have my body cooperate and to be able to do all that. Was just, amazing. Amazing. Just such a good feeling. Just such an amazing, wonderful, fabulous feeling. And I think even though I was super tired all week from trying to adjust to the new sleep schedule, I have it, like, I think myself. Hi, Rhonda. Thank you. Yes, thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. I have the idea myself that the new sleep schedule was part of helping me get out and dumpster dive. You know what I mean? I feel like it. Gatita, ven aquí. Phyllis, she's right here. Let's see if she decides to come up and say hello. Oh my God, Alyssa, the air. So yesterday morning, I was like gathering stuff. I was a little stressed, trying to get stuff ready for the all day extravaganza at my brother's house. And hi, Rita. Thanks for being here. And I lost a pair of earbuds that I'm reviewing, which I'm going to include that in the review. They're easy to lose. But anyhow, I still haven't found them. And I felt like I was losing my mind yesterday morning. I couldn't think straight. I chalked it up to the new sleep schedule as far as like being so tired this week, being so off, feeling like a lunatic yesterday morning. And the sleep schedule, definitely it's part of it. That's going to affect you. Obviously it is. But then, gatita, maldita, ven aquí, gatita. We'll see, Phyllis. We'll see if she deigns to come up here and hang out with us. But then I got to my brother's house and we're all asthmatics and everybody was coughing and wheezing and, and it was like, oh yeah, the air's really bad. And when you're not getting enough oxygen, your brain's like, operating on like lowest level. And that made me feel so much better. Not about the horrific air quality in Utah. Not that. No. That's awful. But it made me feel better about, I couldn't find and still have not found the earbuds and was so frustrated and all of that. Tired, worn out, whatever, this last week and today too. The air quality here in Utah right now is horrific. Gatita, ¿qué buscas? Huh? Ven aquí, gatita preciosa. She's like trying to climb through my paint projects. Come here, honey. Hey, kitty. This way, kitty. Shh. Ven, gatita. Shh. Kitty. And we'll see. That kitty, anyway. it's funny, when there's something she really wants, it doesn't matter what's in her way. She will find a way, make a way, and get through, right? But if you want her to come be with you and you've got anything else going on that is at all in her way, she's like, no, I'm out. You took too long. You did not clear a path, lay out the roll out the red carpet. I'm done. That is Kitty, Fornicus the cat. Anyhow, yeah, so Alyssa, yes, it was nice getting those dumpster dives in before the weather, you know, or not the weather, the air quality went bad. Like sometimes we get like our air quality ends up being worse than what is it called? Mumbai, Hong Kong, Shanghai, like everywhere. Ours gets so much worse at certain times of the year. Specifically now during our inversion, we're surrounded by ginormous mountains and we have way too much industry and too many people in this valley. And then it gets really cold. And so all the yuck just comes and sits in the bowl of the valley. So we're waiting on a storm to come through and blow it all out, which hopefully will happen soon. Was that Judy that jumped in? Hi, Judy. Yeah, this is the old hat that I've had forever and ever. Pretty sure it was dumpster salvaged a million years ago. Well, we've been dumpster diving on the channel, almost 8 years, but in real life, I mean, it is real life, but anyway, been dumpster diving for at least 15 years. Yeah, crazy, huh? And I still have a lot of the stuff, not like lots and lots, but quite a few things from more than a decade ago. Things that we've found and salvaged and saved. And I'm pretty sure this is one of them. Yeah. Anyway, so like I said, I don't want anyone to expect 3 dumpster diving videos every week because that will not happen. But while and when my body and the air quality and the dumpsters allow, yeah, we're gonna do more. I did get approved for the spinal nerve ablation that will be happening in my lower spine. I did get approved for that. So that obviously, when that does happen, will kind of affect what we're doing. Sherry, have a wonderful night yourself. Thank you so much for being a part of our live stream and part of the Frugal family. Oh, there she comes. Paquetita hermosa. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. There's the kitty. There's the kitty. There she is. You see her, Phyllis? Phyllis. There's Kitty. Oh, she's trying to get away. No, Kitty. Quédate aquí. Gatita. ¿A dónde vas, gatita? Psst, Kitty. She's like, what? Am I here to entertain you? Am I here to be? Yeah, I'm not here to put on a show. Judy, no, it's sorry. It is no joke that the horrible air quality here slows your mind down, especially when you have really bad allergies and asthma, but even just everybody else. Like, it really slows your brain down, just not getting enough oxygen. It's not an epidural. I've had 100 of those. It's a spinal nerve ablation. So what they do is they burn with radiotherapy. They burn the nerves so that even though the pain is still happening, because like I have arthritis, my spine is compressing and it's deteriorating, but not bad enough to warrant fusing or anything like that. The nerves, there she is again. You guys see that? Oh my gosh, she is quite the acrobat. Kitty! Honey, sweetie. Oh, qué preciosa, hermosa gatita, Nelita. But anyhow, so they can't stop the deterioration. This is an autoimmune disease. You can't stop it, okay? But they can keep me from feeling it so much. So what we're doing is getting the nerves killed, burned on both sides at my lower back in like 3 different spots on each, or 6 spots on each side. Yeah, I think it's 6 spots on each side or 3 spots on each side. I don't remember. But anyway, I did finally get approved for it. It took 3 months to get approved, and we jumped to, or was it 4 months? 5 months? It's taken a long time to get it approved. And I had to jump a lot of hoops to do that, but we did. This cat acts like she doesn't want to be our entertainment, but then goes and puts on a show. No, no, gatita, shh. Bájate, bájate. Shh. De la mesa, gatita. Shh. Cuidado, cuidado, gatita. Sorry, she's getting into my projects. Anyway, I did get it approved, but the problem is that it's the end of the year. And so, of course, everybody is trying to get in and get their stuff done by the end of the year here in the US. And so it's highly unlikely that I'll get in before the end of the year. It'll more likely be January. So what I figure is I'm just going to keep trying to do as much dumpster diving and that kind of thing, and house projects and craft, whatever, all those kinds of things between now and whenever it happens. I'm just gonna do a bunch, because when it does finally get scheduled and it's gonna happen, I'll need some videos anyway to put up content. But also in the meantime, hi Kristen, well, I'm glad you're here. We'll have lots of content, which will be nice. Oh, and it's actually 2 different procedures. I didn't know that when I very first started the process of trying to get approved. They can only do one side of your spine at a time. I don't know why. That's whatever, but that's what it is. And so you get the first side done, which for me will be the right side because that's the worst side. And then 2 weeks later, then they do the other side, which is really frustrating because then you've got not only 2 procedures where you have to have a driver, you have to have someone with you, and then you have to go on, be sedated, you get all this, but then also 2 recovery periods. And so it ends up being like a 6-week situation. Gatita, déjame en paz. So that's kind of frustrating, but that's her. That's her saying hi to you guys. If this is bouncing, that's her going under the tripod. So consider yourselves greeted, saluted. She is aware of you. She's aware of all of us. She wants to make sure we are aware of her. This is her castle. Anyway, I am doing my darndest to just focus on preparing for it, of course, but also just being grateful that I have this opportunity, that we were able to get approved for it, that we have health insurance, that we have pretty good health insurance compared to a lot of, there's things going on in the US. Don't know if you guys know about that. I'm not going to get into it. Don't want to get demonetized or any of that. But apparently, I'm not the only one frustrated with the state of healthcare and insurance in America. Pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Holy cow. So grateful. Here she comes again, this kitty. Whose live stream is this? Huh? Reina. Hey, if she's gonna keep being a little ham, at least say hi, sweetie. Kitty, say hi. Come on. Ding dong. Oh, I love her. Anyhow, I am so grateful to be able to get this procedure done, and in a fairly timely manner, and without, going broke or into bankruptcy over it. um, and excited to have a support system in, family and friends that I can do this, and that my kids are old enough and can help with everything, and that I have a kitty for comfort and all that kind of thing. Um, yes, Judy, a lot of people do have to have it redone. And yes, the recovery can be very painful. It all depends what they've told me. And I finally did a lot of research, finally, which I didn't want to do until I knew if it was going to happen or not, But anyway, every body is going to react differently. And so we'll see how it goes. But yes, the expected return time for the next nerve ablation is 9 to 18 months. It just depends. It just really depends on the person, on the doctor, on, all of that. So will it have to be done again? Oh yeah. Yeah, it will. Yeah. But I won't have to go through the testing phases and all these hoops that I've had to jump for months and months. As long as I have it redone within 2 years of having it done, then I won't have to go through all of that song and dance the next time. And I think you guys know, I'm sure. Well, hi, Suzanne. Thanks for being here. At least if you've been with me for any amount of time, then you know that we've gotten to a point with my body in the timeline of this disease and the situation in this body that we'll do almost anything. We're back on injections, which I said I wasn't going to do, but had to slow things down, needed my hands to be able to open in the morning. Weird. And now this nerve ablation in my spine. Like, you get to where you'll do almost anything to be able to function and not be on copious amounts of pain medicine and stuff like that. So I'm hopeful. I'm incredibly hopeful. Look at this kitty. Isn't she funny? She's so funny. Huh? Look at that face. Some of the faces she makes. She'll just be such a snot about not wanting to be on camera and not, she doesn't want to perform on command, But then look at her now. Look at my little diva. È preciosa, querida. Oh, she's so cute. She's so good to me. I know I've told you guys that many times, but it's gotten so much better. Like our relationship, her and I. I wasn't planning on this being a let's talk about Fernicus the cat video, but that's where we're at. So let's do it. She has been taking such good care of me. And our relationship has changed because before I had to force her to sit on my lap. She was not having it. She did not appreciate it. She adored the kids. She admired James, my husband, from afar. He has no desire to, he puts up with her for us. But anyway, me, there was always this kind of clashing of the queens, if you will. And, this is her castle, but she knows I am like the lady of the manor. And there's always been that kind of energy. Whereas with the kids, oh no, she just adores them, loves the heck out of them. But finally, in just the last couple of months, seriously, it's been really recent, last couple of months, it has all changed. I mean, she still adores and loves the kids and admires James from afar, but now she just comes and sits on me all the time. If I'm lying down because I can't sit for a long, long time, I am still going through the pelvic floor therapy. And between that and the nerve ablation, it will make a huge difference. Where are you going, kitty? Where are you going, sweetie? Oh, good. We're going over here now. But anyway, I do have to lie down a lot rather than be sitting because it gets painful. And she will just come and hop up and make herself comfortable and either like stay for a long time, or just come long enough to comfort me, kind of check on me, make sure that I can handle it, and then be on her way. Yeah. If I'm doing something, like it's been driving her crazy that I've been painting all day. If I have something on my lap, I'm doing whatever, she will come and either climb onto whatever it is that I'm doing. Okay. Or she'll just stare up at me and just stare at me and stare at me until I put away whatever it is that I have. And then she'll hop up and howdy do. And it has meant everything these last few months as we've been doing so many procedure after procedure after procedure after treatment, physical therapy sessions 3 to 4 times a week, like all of it, and getting stabbed and jabbed and test injected and then steroid injected and all this nonsense nonstop for the last few months. And in that time, during all of that, there she was. Changed her mind about me, about our relationship, and has just absolutely been my comfort. Yeah. She was trying to decide there for a minute if she was willing to bathe herself in front of you guys. Did you see where she stopped and thought about it? Then she decided she trusted all of you. We'll turn a little way and no way that I go is going to give her any privacy. Well, I guess she doesn't care. So cats don't have the same, compunctions and qualms that we do. They're funny that way. Sorry, this wasn't what I was planning for the video, but that's nature right there. That's nature. Oh, Elizabeth, you had your gallbladder out, if I am remembering correctly. I know I had heard that it was going to happen, and then I think your mom posted about it here in the comments. Glad to hear that it went well and that you are recovering. I went through that myself several years ago. Leading up to it was awful and was really tricky to finally get diagnosed. It was ridiculous how long it took and what I went through to finally get diagnosed and then have the gallbladder removed. Crazy stuff. But I'm glad yours is done and that your kitties are taking care of you and helping you. They are so wonderful, And I know it is the running joke and everything. We've laughed and talked about it many times that 1, I'm allergic to cats. And 2, I did not want a furry pet in this house. And James absolutely said no to any kind of furry pet. So we had fish. Years and years and years, a decade at least, we had fish. Well, here we are. Some things are just meant to be and are worth the sacrifice. I am back on another injection. My, Xolair allergy injections, because she does mess me up a little bit, but she's worth it. She's so worth it, and she's so wonderful, even if she's being a little indecent right now. We can't put human expectations onto animals. It's silly. They don't care. They just don't care. There are some, that's not entirely true. There are some things they do care about. Like, I've been learning, with her and our experience with her, but also in studying and watching, Jackson, what's his name on YouTube? Jackson Galaxy, I think that's his name. Watching his videos about cats and everything. And some of this actually is like a sign of trust in us, that she's willing to be vulnerable and that kind of thing, willing to roll over on her back around us, close to us. She doesn't want us to touch her belly. Don't touch her belly. Don't touch it at all. That is not allowed. She will bite you. She'll scratch, claw, and bite. So, But the fact that she's willing to expose her belly her beautiful, fluffy, furry white belly to us is huge. I've learned that. It's like, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. For boy cats, it's, yeah, they don't care. They're like, well, they're more like boys than humans. Everything's out there everywhere. But the girly cats, they're like, no, get away from that. And so them like rolling over like that is it's a big deal. And I feel honored. And just the way that she has changed her response to me, her behavior toward me has been beautiful. You know, leading up to her on her own choosing to come and sit on my lap, leading up to that, she would at least start look how cute. Oh my goodness, look how cute. Look at this little muffin. Oh. She started by coming and sitting at my feet. If I was outside, inside, whatever, she would come sit at my feet or be more like this, sit on the couch near me. That's where she started. And then graduated to then, you know, coming and sitting on my lap of her own accord. You know. Oh, Phyllis has Tippy, her little doggo, on her lap. I was reading Judy's comment. Yeah, time for a little nap. Kitties, they sleep so much. I know, most of you guys already know this. And I guess I knew it, but you don't like know it until you have one living with you. And they sleep so much. It's wild how much they sleep. And I don't know why. I don't know what the purpose is. Mimi, déjala.
Look, she's looking around.
I know, but déjala. She's trying to rest. Let her be.
So
I know, she is. She's so beautiful. Look at that face. Look at those eyes.
Can I show them my bracelet the other night?
Oh, yeah. Mimi made a bracelet yesterday at the family extravaganza. Hi, Terry. You sure did. She made this beautiful little bracelet dedicated to Kitty. Look at that. There's a little kitty. Isn't that great?
And there's an F on it too.
Where? Oh, yeah. And there's an F for Furnicus.
And all the little gold ones in the middle are to represent how spoiled she is.
Yeah, she is a spoiled kitty, that's for sure.
And how she thinks she's the queen of
But
this
then
house.
there's like the happy faces because she makes us so happy.
I thought about drawing the angry eyebrows on it.
Oh, did you? You're such a nut. Anyway, they said it's very pretty.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, funny that you guys mentioned that it's because for nighttime shenanigans. The thing is, actually, 75% of the night, she's asleep. Like,
except for like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, like 5
she,
in the morning.
Wakes up Olivia.
Then she's up and at it.
And Olivia's like, let her out. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Mimi lets Kitty out at like 5 in the morning.
The thing is, they do that because we sleep for such long periods of times that they need to make sure that we're still alive.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if you guys could hear Mimi, but she said that because humans sleep so long, Kitty wants to be there to make sure that we're okay. But at the same time, she also does not want to be sleeping for 8 hours. And so at like 5, she gets up and off she goes. But we have forced her, bless her heart, into accommodating our sleep schedule. And so she'll sleep with the kids most of the night. Yeah, it's amazing. But I will tell you, during the day, she's so busy. Like when she's not asleep, because there's plenty of naps during the day too. But she is so busy. If she's not asleep, there's something going on. She's doing something, even if it's just surveilling. Because that takes energy too. Because she is beyond alert when she is surveilling, whether she's at the window or she's up here or she's in the yard or getting into whatever we are doing. She is just and she's listening for any little sound, anything. She heard that before I did. There was a car alarm went off. See, that's what I'm talking about. Even when they're snoozing, they're still being aware, paying attention, surveilling. It's wild. And I think, in my own opinion, that may be why they do need so much sleep, is because they're almost like, seems like they're always at a heightened sense of awareness, like heightened sense of awareness. And so they, you got to have that restorative sleep. You got to recover, whatever, because she's just always on guard, even when she's snoozing. Yeah. It's like back when I had newborn babies. Yeah. You're just always aware and never 100% asleep. Anyway, we got like 10 more minutes. We've talked about Kitty. We've talked about the amazing amount of dumpster diving that we had this week and how I hope to do a bunch more leading up to the spinal procedures. But to not expect it because, we never know what this body's going to do from one day to the next. We've talked about the absolute wonder of paraffin wax baths and how I highly recommend them. Just be sure to follow the instructions and talk to your doctor first. Oh, that's Julie N in the comments. Hello, Julie. Well, I'm glad that you're here now. Thanks for being here. Sorry, I feel like I got something on my tooth. Maybe not. Sometimes like a phantom feeling on your teeth, Anyway, we have a few more minutes. What's what? Judy, Lulu is not in school right now. She is working. This is her gap year where she is working and figuring out what she wants to do and where she wants to go. She is working in assisted living with the disabled, and she is doing an amazing job of it, and she is loving it. Kristen, thank you for saying that. Yes, I will. I had asked in the most recent dumpster dive if you guys wanted me to bring you along when I go through the bags, like mystery bags and whatnot. And it seemed the overwhelming consensus was, yes, please bring us along. So I will do that. Whenever possible, I will do that. Oh, that's wonderful, Judy. Congratulations. Her daughter has applied to colleges and has been getting accepted. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I hope everything goes well and that she gets out there and seizes the diem and the pearls and the oyster and the, all that stuff. And that she's safe and happy and all that kind of stuff. Hi, Melly. Oh, Melly, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I can't promise that throughout the holiday season and this upcoming spinal procedure stuff that I'll be able to do all of the live streams that I would like, but I will do as many as I can. Yeah, that is Julianne. She is considering cosmetology. That's one. Well, she was considering a lot more until she got this position. And yeah, Judy, it's more, she is looking into nursing, home health, because home health is what she is doing right now. It's assisted living, home health, whatever, something like that. And she loves it. She has just taken to it like a fish to water, and it's been wonderful for her. And so she has talked a lot about, kind of furthering her career in that direction, whatever, learning more skills, what have you. But we're not in a hurry, not pushing, not anything to go any of the traditional route at figuring out what she wants to do in her life. Olivia is her own person, and her path has always been a little different than kind of the standard path. And so whatever she chooses to do, I'm going to be excited for her. And it'll be what it'll be. If she tries out, 5 different kind of career paths, job paths, whatever, before finding what she's really passionate about and really wants to do, I'm okay with that. Because that is what's going to work best for her long term. And we're just so grateful to have her happy, healthy, and with us, and working towards, happiness and life and her future and all those good things. I can't even say how grateful I am that this is where we're at in her life. Yeah, Julianne, it can be incredibly draining to work in like nursing homes and stuff. That's not what she's doing. Hers, it's she's not working with like hospice or the elderly or anything like that. It's assisted living for people that are still living, still doing. They just have other needs, other kinds of needs. And it's the kind that it's working for her. Yeah. But it can be draining. It definitely can be draining when there are people with cognitive or physical issues. It can absolutely be draining. I'm certain. Yeah. She does show her art on TikTok and Instagram and on YouTube. Yeah. She doesn't do tons with it, but I know she uploads regularly on TikTok and on Instagram. Rhonda, thank you for that. I don't think I'm the best mom, but I'm a much better mom than I was a couple years ago, at least. I know for sure that's true. And that I try every day to do better and be better. So, but thank you for your confidence in me. I appreciate that very much. I do know I'm not the worst. Hey, sometimes that's what you've got, Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is nice to have her doing so well and to have found something, that she truly enjoys. Yeah. What's the latest on the shed? Well, not a lot. Yeah, my priorities right now, 1, the holidays, obviously, and 2, it's been all of the procedures and therapies and appointments leading up to this spinal ablation that we're having done either this month or more likely next month. That's been the priority for money, time, energy. Yeah, there's not been time, money, or energy for anything else related to my studio shed, which has been incredibly frustrating, but also a really great opportunity to be patient. And it has also helped me to do better at more of my chores and doing better with processing and moving along any dumpster diving treasures and things like that, because I don't have anywhere to put them. Yeah. So it actually, there have been positive benefits to it. Julianne, yeah, the having the procedure on my spine would be better next month in a lot of ways. God, what do you call it? A lot of ways to have it be next month and not during the holidays and all that. There's just part of me that's like, because I've had the test injections and how amazing it was to have they're nerve blocks is what they are. And you do 2 different rounds of the nerve blocks to make sure that, hi, Vicky, so glad you could be here just in time. But the nerve blocks that we've done 2 rounds of, though they're horrible getting done, oh my God, they are horrible. The relief once the nerve block is in, it's only for a few hours, but those few hours, they were amazing. So there's part of me that's like, ugh, who cares? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just get it done, you know? But really it would help to have it be next year. I don't know. We'll see. Rhonda, our deductible is actually for the US of America is actually incredibly reasonable. And we meet our deductible every year anyway. When you've got this body and then my kids have issues and whatnot, you're going to meet that every year in the first month. In fact, I can't remember the last time that we didn't meet our deductible in January. So honestly, it would just then go towards the deductible because we haven't reached our max out of pocket. I don't think we ever will again. Hopefully, oh my God, hopefully we never will, because we, not through our choice, but got changed insurances. I'm just talking America here. You guys know. You've been watching the news. I'm sure you know what's going on related to healthcare in America right now, and it's a frustrating time, and people are acting out. But like we got forced onto a different insurance plan, and our max out of pocket is like 4 times what it was on the previous insurance. So unless something, God forbid, absolutely catastrophic happens, like meeting our max out of pocket is not a concern anymore when it comes to, you know, making these kinds of decisions. And so honestly, in a lot of ways, maybe it'll just be best to do it next year when, you know, get the deductible covered in the first month. And like Julianne was saying, be able to enjoy all the festivities and, you know, all of that. I don't know, but enjoy, I mean, when you're in pain, it's, yeah. So I don't know. It's a thing. It's a thing. Anyway, we are over time. I've got to go. I can't sit anymore. It is killing me. But you guys have been wonderful. And thank you so much for being so patient through everything, with everything, for being so supportive, and for watching the dumpster videos this week. I've had a lot of fun making them. I'm so glad that you guys were enjoying them. And there's lots more stuff coming. So, and like I said, I will do as many of the live streams as I can when the body allows and life allows. And hopefully you'll be able to join us for some of them. Happy holidays. I wish you all the very, very best with everything that you are experiencing in your lives right now. I will see you all very soon. Bye.